Oh, na kwa each show the jolly gaga in the industry aba guy matna we go in that ifide enubri or Friday nkutinzi enyimde yapun show ya ibinum bechel ibinum boko chapel bi ho wo all night one so what do kra what aba fara am chilling one so kwa chilling that nothing baby aboko bia and making sure they actually who they saw that because of music video at least you know you've seen the flyers, you know who I'm going to talk to. One of my favorite gospel artists in the interview was the Fofore Abba oye VGMA Owini oye the songwriter of the year ono the enye babies in komo or a harmonium. You know who I'm talking about. PEREZ Music. PEREZ Akwaba.
Yenia, right? Yenia mo.
And you've done it. You've done well today.
You see Yenia, Yenia mo ana.
Hey, Yenia then.
Sorry.
Yenia, obi ye wunia or ye wabadi.
Your sibling. Your sibling.
Your sibling, yes. Into Yenia. Yeah, Yenia. Or two different words. Yenia. So it's yeah.
Okay,
in
and then so we just put it together.
Okay.
I get it.
Then Jeronia.
Yes, we are cooking.
This one I'm partying you.
Indeed, you're coming.
This one I'm
line.
You have a new one.
Yes, please.
Now, elbow love song. Because why the love song movement be them? Nepede romance in Yankupani.
No. There's actually a song of encouragement.
Okay.
And you may Troy about 8 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so there's a digital version of it, but we revamped it and then we did the live version, the live recording of it, and it's by the grace of God, it's touching lives, it's a blessing for testimonies. Yeah.
In the 8 years ago, extra we know. Not the whole.
Yeah.
And then you decided that you're bringing it this time.
Yes, so this is like a it's like your friend is saying, yeah, never for. Like a new arrangement. The arrangement is almost the same, but a different arrangement, different instrumentation.
Okay.
We added some elements to it, some orchestra sound in it to just vamp it. Because 8 years ago, I mean, you say a good song, but I think the maturity in the name do level near.
No, do them level.
Yeah, we didn't have the resources to be able to say, but man, rich as it is now.
I think 8 years ago, no, now compared to a new man now out around that time, now still it was up to standard.
It was, but I've always tried to be different. If you TM type of music, I always want to.
You're different.
Yeah, I always want to be different. But at that time, not difference. No microphone TRC. So even though it was a good song back then, people really could not relate to it. They could not relate to the brand. They could not relate to the message. So, and it's a message of hope. Time I make sure I know me say a prophetic song because I remember there was a time I was going through some issues, and then a friend of mine sent this song back to me.
To you. My
own song, and I listened to the song. And I'm like, okay. The time now I'm trying, Yankupon Chairman said, oh, way busy, into genuine way, is here. Yeah, so.
But then at that time, you were not going through any issue ever kind of honor or influence.
I had fresh, like I was enjoying, everything was okay. Yeah, and then when the issue started happening, and then the song came back, I'm like, oh, this is why God gave me this song. So this song is first personal to me. It's personal to me as a testimony, just like Iwadala. And then I realized that a lot of people are also going through stuff. So the song simply talks about and I understand how depressed people are. People are going through things that they can't talk about. Me, I'm sitting here. There are things like the issues that I can't talk about them. But ukodema pillow, and I've been there before. Do you understand? I've been there, like I've been. So the song is there's a part in the Ghana says, okay, etobo hang kai beko. O say wabre, o ma kai mimbre Beni ya nimba nimbemeko. Me koba mini obia. Then I met Jesus, and he turned my life around. So I wrote this song for you, into main studio. No matter what you're going through, even through the heat you're passing through, go on and ask him, he go do. Careful, main studio. Basically, that's the message of the song. And I know that there's a message in time, both for the young, both for the old, the rich, the poor.
In fact, the timing of the song is right.
Yeah.
The timing of the song is right. In fact, as you are it is speaking to me. I'm soaking it in, and I like songs like that. Perez.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Since I didn't say on your feet, a artist, Makade, since you're bozina, you are known.
Scary.
You are known. You are known. McKay, time and now, Mary working the radio show. Now, every week. Na ye bayano, chats na ye bayano.
Yeah.
At the time that Edwin do, the moon you mean or hate, this gospel song is on top, this gospel song, the chat will come out and PEREZ Music is inside. Week, back to back. It how much people have come to fall in love with you and your songs. And chat in the chat in this it is not done like that.
Yeah.
So when interviews are granted, nasa obikade onyim PEREZ Music, especially an artist in the industry. Kofi Kinata, a grantee interview on Entertainment Review on our sister station Metro TV. One nominating Wonyina or VGMA Best Songwriter of the Year category. But then in the interview, no Kofi Kinata osi onyimu. Ebakade secular artist no. Wa box wo baby when it comes to the gospel artist, because both of us have been nominated in the same category. You've seen the flyers and everything. I win the award, and interviews after essay, you don't know me. So does it mean that I'm not deserving of the award because I don't know you? If you are that good, how come I don't know you? How does it feel?
I am not moved. There are 9 billion people in the world. One person not knowing me does not change anything. And for me, I believe say, obiara the type of music I'll pay.
Okay.
And the type of music they feed on for their craft and their art. Maybe for him as an artist, or a set of musicians and they artists or songs are OTA. It's like a pool of that is his well. Maybe my kind of music is not his type, his style, and that's fair. I mean, but for me as a gospel artist or as an artist, I listen wide. I listen to John Billion. I listen to even Kofi Kenyatta. I'm not really a fan of his music anyway, but I've heard one or two of them. I like his style. I like his use of lyrics, like the way he combines lyrics. Yeah, and I know he's a big artist in Takoradi, because the last time I was there in Takoradi, like people spoke about him. Yeah, okay. I know. I mean, I'll be a hypocrite to say that I don't know who Kofi Kenyatta is. No. And he's done a lot in the industry. He's really made his mark. So definitely. But maybe it's his first time hearing of me, but it won't be the last.
It won't be the last.
No, it won't be.
But today, maybe say earlier, no. Would you say that gospel secular artists from our box not gospel from our box? We don't mingle.
Also, for a long time, people didn't attach quality and excellence to gospel music.
Okay.
Yes, for a long time. Even look at our videos. I want to see HR videos and age flowers. But now I think we are, not that I think, we are matching them boot to boot. And even when it comes to be very honest with you, when it comes to quality music, like properly arranged music that has life, music that can live for generations, that, most of the Afrobeats and the popular song, that's why it's called pop song that you hear. When it came after 2, 3, 4 years, when they are playing it, it might give you a nostalgic feeling, but it will not give you that kick that it gives you or he gave you in the past. But most of the gospel musics that are coming out now, you can tell that these songs, even if you play them 10 years, in 10 years' time, they are like the old high life records. When you play them 10 years' time, you see the quality because you realize that work has gone into it. It's not something that was just produced by one sound engineer in a room with a keyboard. You know, they've been work, like they've put work into it. It's gone through the mill. Not to say that those songs are not good. They are. They are. But, I mean, for a long time, they said gospel music was not up to par. But I believe that now we are actually matching them boot to boot. We've been able to prove to them that, I mean, a gospel artist won the Artist of the Year.
Artist of the Year.
Yeah, of course. It means that something good is being done. Yeah.
The last Monday, offending Ninoy was here. We had this conversation, and maybe say, do gospel people think that it is time the award schemes, music award schemes, say, were nominate artists for categories, especially gospel. The other now when a gospel music were friend and high life category, gospel music were this category, gospel music for that category. Definitely. Do you think it is time?
Definitely. In fact, I've actually been thinking about it. I have a song I released this year, and I'm going to, if the nominations come up, I'm going to put it up for High Life Song of the Year. If they decide to nominate it, fine. If not, because the gospel in itself, gospel music is, do I want to say it's a genre? The genres are high life, Afrobeat. The gospel is the title of the genre.
The gospel is the title.
You understand?
Is the lyrics in the song that
like,
makes it a
gospel? Akese Bimpon like this. Akese Bimpon is a pure reggae artist. You know, I mean, when he was doing reggae, he still has some worship songs. But we knew Akese Bimpon for, say, or a reggae artist. But me who say you are nominating for best reggae song that. I might be wrong, but me who that. Because they have a way. But you see, that's what I always say, for us as Christians, these award schemes and stuff, they are add-ons to our calling. That is not what gives us validation. It gives us validation in the eyes of men, and it gives us recognition in the eyes of men. But when it comes to the essence of our ministry, it's to transform lives and to affect lives. So if I release a song and it affects or it blesses 10 people, and it gives them a very, it helps them to transform their lives, transform their thinking, and align with Christ, I've won.
I remember in one of our interviews, as an artist, as a gospel artist, so if I don't now the song is meant to speak to just 10 people, and by the grace of God, you are able to reach them 10 people now, you'd be okay. Yes. You'd be satisfied. Yes. Still, Nara, do you hold on to that?
Yeah, I still hold on to that. You see, you don't need to be a popular artist to be a successful artist. I keep telling people, like the young people who come to me, you don't need to be a popular artist.
Who is a successful artist?
You are successful when you fulfill your purpose. See, let me give you a typical example, yeah? I know artists that you have never heard their songs before, but every week, they make about 10, 15,000 cities every weekend by just singing in hotels. Some of them are actually even doing much better than our popular artists. Their life is... So, between the two, who would you think is successful? Like, it would depend on whichever way they mark themselves. Somebody's will be success, say he'll be popular.
Okay.
That's how the person sees
it. So be a popular pen,
to him, that we're hitting the mark. Obviously, and he wants to sustain his career, sustain his family, sustain his business, and to him, it's success. So you don't need to measure yourself by anybody.
Are you a successful artist?
I think I'm on my way.
In do yet?
No, I'm still a hustler. I'm still hustling, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I see gospel artists, a lot of gospel artists now, trying all they can to break into the international market. Do you have any plans of breaking into that international market, or have you started touring that internationally?
It's good. It's good to be internationally acclaimed, but me feel say, baby, I may do as a Ghanaian artist. No, I need to establish my brand here more.
Okay.
I need to fortify myself and also fortify the, be able to spread the message that God has given to me as much. And you see, one mistake that sometimes we make, if God wants to take me international, I'll be super grateful. But you see, maybe I'm in fair no call bebre.
Okay.
Maybe I'm in Sumawa, Okwa.
Quite bebre.
Because Obiani territory, I had the amano. If God says that Perez, Ghana is your territory, stay here, I will sit. And I'll be, like I said, I'll be okay. If at the point you said, okay, you have fulfilled your purpose here in Ghana, I want you to move to this place or do this or do that. Yeah. But I'll not say, sir, because other artists are pushing internationally, then by, no. I might fail. I might be successful in the eyes of men, but in the eyes of God, I'll be a failure. That's not where He wants me to be.
Sanka, yes, you are preaching the word of God. You are giving God's message to the people. But then you are in show business. There's a business aspect of it. Nti Sanka, ebia management decided, oh, since I baby Perez eduno, or de ye nyame ye to hire to her na yako ebia damu or manido yako damu kroido. Ebakara nyankopon se menko huntina mama 1 year.
Of course, they don't decide. I always say, when I was nobody and I was hustling, it was just me and God.
Okay.
And it was His instruction that has brought me this far. So if I bring somebody into the team, I bring you in for your expertise and your understanding, but it does not veto the voice of God. It does not veto the direction of God for me. That one there, I will not compromise on that. And if you bring it and it's in line with what God is saying that we should do, we will do it. And Moses say, if we do it in time and according to the will of God, yeah, bread.
Wow. Beautiful. Embrenusa, young call back to Enyumnodo. Ne title yabazi.
Careful, which means don't cry.
Don't cry.
And that means to be.
How is it doing on the market?
Doing quite well.
Kofu is sumiwa.
Yeah, it's climbing. Like it's the purpose for which I released it. When you go on my YouTube and you read the comments, on my Facebook and you read the comments, you see that okay, yeah, people are really being blessed and affected by it. Yeah.
Should we expect what kind of an album?
No, there's an album out. I released an album. So this song is the digital version is on the album.
On the album.
And the live version is a single release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's an album out. There's an album titled Breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
Yeah, it was. I released it on the 20th? Yes, 20th of.
Or what? Should I name our digital stores?
Yeah, it's there on Instagram.
Yeah, about PEREZ
Even they are all
Music.
on Instagram. If you want to use them for your reels, they are on Spotify, iTunes, BBR. They're there.
Beautiful.
So I've started. I'm using this song to promote the album, and we have plans to promote it for
album. Now you might hear no word.
13 songs.
Worship him, praises him.
Oh, like I said, I like to be different. So it's not your it's not your normal gospel album. Won't say I worship kakra, praises kakra. It's a mixture. A lot of Afro fusion kind of music, laid back kind of like it's not your typical.
Relaxing it's no why you
some of them songs are like that, and then getting to the end, it becomes a bit upbeat, and then they walala and things to us somewhere. There's a piano somewhere at the end. So it's a mixture.
Beautiful.
I should bring you like copies now. Me printing.
But your bram copies ni I'll
print new copies this.
In your time na maintain I'm me no personally no ya na me pay songs that speaks to you.
Yeah.
Songs that assures you of God's love.
Exactly.
Me pedamonium no. I don't know.
This new song.
This one, yes.
You should take this time and really.
And you breathe. I would listen. I would listen to it well.
Yeah.
Me papa. Unfortunately, here the time as so. Sisia. I'm coming on here the way by the time now so. But for social media handles to hormone view. Now wanna worry free no. No one can account.
So please, my social media handle is PEREZ Music 233 on all platforms. PEREZ. MUSIK, then 233, which stands for the Ghana Country Code.
Ghana Country
so
Code.
PEREZ Music 233. and it's the same everywhere.
Baby,
like Instagram, Twitter, or X. Twitter. Even on so YouTube, you just type PEREZ Music, TikTok, everywhere. I'm not really into TikTok like that, but Misha.
It's very easy to learn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be with you too.
Always a pleasure.
And thank you. Like anytime I tell you that I want to come to your house, you always welcome me.
Of course. When I'm getting my PEREZ Music. My own PEREZ. Our esham no yedo wasipi. Yenye PEREZ Music ni yenye nidi nkomo. No nyumpo frozaba ose kafo mensu. Bomotina na kona kepebi na tei. Iti onu wiyo so ahwehwane album no enyum 13 ono word ne title a breakthrough. May sure that as usual the manonyum nyina it speaks to your soul no. Every single track on the album will speak to your soul, especially oye kafu. Yes, in common one can say that in fact the song speaks to you. In fact, you have felt it. Or from Abba Guy Nyami Adoma Ejoda Yebasan so Yeshia. Have a good night.